Evening. Now, what to do on these cold winter nights? Coming horrible, isn't it? Well, I was playing about today on my computer as normal, and I thought video editing. And I've watched a few people recently that appear to be struggling a bit. And now, the best editor that you can use is of course the one that you know. The one you know how to use. But most of them, the bought ones, I've found, well, they're just too big, they do too much. It's absolutely ideal if you're making a blockbuster movie, you know. But for what we do, you don't need it. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I've got my other camera here, and I've set it on the lower setting, and the reason is, I'm going to have to show you on my computer, obviously, and my new monitor, it shows the scanning lines, you know, it's not in phase or it's in phase, something like that. So you have to bear with that. Anyway, so, and also, like I say, it will make a bit of a, it's just to make a quick video, really, to show the editor. Right, so I'm going to just take a quick video now for something to edit. Now, I don't know if you can see my little heater I've got, my little fan heater. It's a marvellous thing. And actually I've had it a long while, not used it much. When I first started boating, I got it to keep the boat warm at Barden because we had electric. Anyway, I didn't use it for years, and then upstairs doing the steam engine last year, it was up there. So I brought it down, and because I used it in the kitchen when it was cold. You know, I'm not in here very long, and it's only on sort of 5 minutes. It doesn't cost very much to it. It's 2 kilowatt, but it heats it up ever so quickly. It's very efficient, and you don't need it on for long. Anyway, I brought it down when I was doing my tea a couple of days ago, and I put it on and it didn't work. And I thought, blooming heck. So I put it in the floor, and today I went and looked. I thought, well, I better take it to bits and have a look at it, because I really need it. And got a positive drive screwdriver. It spun round, but of course it's got screws with 3 slots in, not 4. So, blooming heck. So I thought, let's test the plug. So I got the plug. It was this one. I'm sure you can see this. So I got the plug, and I got my meter out, went to test it, and I don't know if you can see, there's a bit missing. I'd totally forgotten. Instead of the old-fashioned type that have a, this has got insulation on the thing, and when I was making my lamps earlier in the year, I had a plug, and one was missing, or a screw missing. So of course I robbed this one, totally forgetting about it, so not looking, you see. I just brought it down, plugged it in, and it didn't work. Anyway, I swapped it for another plug, and it now works, as you can see. So there we are. Right, as I say, it's just a quick video, quick bit of video, and I've done it in the old square format because I'm going to do this on my old computer. Now I've set the camera up so I hope you can see. I'm on my old computer, and on these cameras, I think the newer ones you use cards and take them. Anyway, it doesn't matter how you transfer them, does it? But what these do, this is why it's so simple. You just plug them in to the USB. I've no sound on this one, and it on this computer. So because it's a short one, and I'm a little bit slow because I'm in the wrong place, aren't I? Like I said. So you just open up your files. I've got quite a few on here, I don't know why, but anyway, I know it's the last one that we did, so we take that one. And as I say, I've done it in low definition for my old slow one. This is how I made them up to, what, 2 years ago, 18 months ago. But the program you want, the easiest one I've found is this one, VideoPad. And this is the older version, and I'll tell you a bit more about it in a minute. Now, it has it's a free online one, and I was told about it ages ago. I'd used Movie Maker, and I was using this one, and we want a file, which I know is there because it's on the desktop. Like I said, it does. It's not the fastest, and it's fairly slow at rendering. But we've got. There's the video. Now we can't hear the sound at the moment, but we will do in a bit. So the sound starts there. Now on my other computer, which as I say you'll see scanning lines on, I'll show you exactly what we've got and what it is. But you see, it's a simple one to use. You can either put the in and out at the beginning, you can go back like that. The thing is, when people show you these, if you look at all these demos and things, well, the problem is they go click, 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 and because they know what they're doing and you don't, and you can't follow, can you? That's the thing. But this is easy. So what I do, to start your video, you normally have too much. That's the norm, isn't it? And I've found the easiest way to use it. I'm showing you the easiest way. Now you can see the sound, although we can't hear it, you can see it there. Right? I hope you can anyway. And all you have to do, you can drag it along until it starts about there. And the same with the end. You can just whiz to the end and you can find where you want to stop. So say you want to stop it there, we can cut that bit off because we know there's nothing on it. You can either drag that bit back to there, or you can just go split, and then all you do is left click that one you don't want, right click it and delete it, and that's it done. Now the sound on this is too low on these cameras, so if you just right click on the sound, right, on your audio track, and you can adjust volume, right? Yeah, you should be able to see it, I think. This camera's got such a small screen, so I just click volume, and all I do is I go flat out with it. That's the easiest way, and then they're all more or less the same. You know, more or less. I am going to try something else soon. Right, so we've got that, and then save movie, give it a name. Now to give it a name, if you just go browse, you can then call it whatever you want, but because my keyboard's down there, I'm just leaving whatever title it is. Right, and then you just put in what definition you want. Well, on this one, of course, I want TV PAL. Now, what happened was, this is a demo, right, or it was. They've altered it again now, but if I go to that one, for instance, you see you can do any HD, anything you want. But we're on, that's what we've got so far. I think that's what I used to use, right? Now click OK to save it, and like I say, it's slow rendering. Now it says here, and this is where it got caught out, you need to purchase a license for VideoPad to build your project to the selected output format. The free version only allows it to AVI. Well, I didn't read that bit, did I? Last year, 18 months, when I got this other computer, I didn't read it, so I thought, oh, I'm done. So I went back to using Movie Maker, horrible thing, and then it crashed, then it stopped working. So my cousin in Canada sent me Coral, which is a huge program, but very hard. It took me about 4 or 5 months to learn to use it. None of it you need really, most of it is irrelevant. And what happened was, so we got save movie, and you can save it in AVI, right? And it's perfectly alright to upload and everything. Most of my videos, up to, what, 18 months ago, about, is it, I think, were done like this, you know. So we just click save. but as I'm doing this again on the other one, we don't bother. Well, like I say, the downside of this program, of this editor, it takes a long while to render. Coral did it in about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. And this takes ages, as you can see. However, on my new computer, which I'll show you in a moment, I don't have to wait for it if I don't want, because it'll do something else. I can watch video or television on it, I can do anything else, and the computer is good enough. It's an i5, it's a blooming good machine. And it does what you want. So that's just like the overview, but I've only done it on this computer simply because on the other one you will unfortunately see there's lines up and down the screen. I didn't want the whole thing to have lines on it. So there we are. You see, it says it take 12 minutes. It might take 15 minutes to render it just for this. Mind you, it's 2 minutes 6 seconds, isn't it? So it's average length. But I mean, it's not horrendous, you know. It's just not instant. That's all. Anyway, we'll cancel that because I don't want to save it on here. And that's it. So we'll shut this one down and I'll swap over. See you in a minute. Now, I hope you can see alright. I've got to struggle a little bit because I'm behind the camera. Anyway, so what you need to do first thing you need to do, I need my keyboard, is just do a search for VideoPad. V-I-D-E-O pad. There it is, look. Just do that, it comes in straight in, and at the top, look, VideoPad video editor software. And it doesn't cost anything, right? And you can download it, and there's a free one and all the rest. So I'll leave that, you know, well, I can't make this, it's got to be miles too long, but that's what you need anyway. I'm just showing you that. Like I said, I can even see on the camera, there's lines going down, scan lines. I can't do anything about that, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, I downloaded the new one today. And it says here, certified, it's been used for non-commercial home use, right? And there's tutorials, it's quite easy, getting started guide, you know, the help actually helps, which is unusual for it. And it, you know, it's very easy to find out what you're doing. Anyway, I've not used this one yet. It's slightly different to the old one. So to add a file, by the way, I've put the files and I've put them on my desktop from my camera, and I've got 3. I've got the opening one, and like I say, it's the first time I've used it, and so it might be a little bit long, this video. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm actually doing it simply because, with it being the very first time that I've used it, it's slightly different layout to the old one. They're all similar, aren't they? But it's slightly different layout, so the idea is it's going to slow me down slightly, so you should see what I'm doing. Now obviously that file is a lot shorter than that one, so I think this is the opening file. Now what I do, there's lots of ways of doing it, as I say. You see, the sound's quiet, we know that, but what I do, to start with, I turn the sound up on my computer, so I can hear what I'm saying. Now on this one, to go back to the beginning, you just click back to the beginning, of course. But what I do, it now says place on this one, slightly different to the other one. That puts the track here. Now you can alter the length of the track, you see. And there's lots of ways, like every one of these, there's lots of ways of doing them. But we're at the beginning, and I like to have my sequence preview screen at the same time as that. When you get it, it isn't, but it's very easy to do. It's all explained. It really is. Like I say, it's a very, very easy and simple program to use. And most of us edit videos that put them up. So I just thought you might like to see this, simply because I've been playing about today. Now, what to do on these cold winter nights? Right, oh, I'm doing the wrong one. It's because right. So what we do, we go back to the beginning. Right, we want a slight bit off there. You can you can move your slider where you want, like anyone. You know, they're all similar to that, but this is easy to do. Now, the easiest way is to split it. Oh, it says split there. It's different on the other one, it's all here, you see. I'll show you in a moment, because we'll do this. We might even do it on the old one. But if I do that, look, I want to start there. So the easiest way, right click and delete. Now, the clip's deleted, but we need that one, which puts that at the start. Now, what to do on these cold winter nights? Well, see, it's showing the volume there, and I'm not sure. I think we can very easily up it on this one, but that again I've got to find out. You know, that's what I'm saying, because it's unfamiliar to me. That's why I'm doing it on this one, even though it might be a bit long. Playing about today. I've gone the wrong way with that, haven't I? As I say, this is on the other one. It's minus is that way. On the computer is normal, and I thought video editing. So, you know, I'll cut this a bit to show you the editing, and I'll do it at the end. Right, now the video that I took is this one. So, as I say, it's simple to use. It places it, and you can say, do you want to place it at the end, place on the start, place on the cursor, place at the end, or overlay it. You see, you can do more with this one than the other one. Right, the other one has a simple arrow. So that's on there after my intro, which will be a square picture. Now, I don't know if you can see my little heater I've got, the little pan heater, marvellous bit. And actually I've had it a long while, not used it much when I first started boating. So, you can see what we've got. Right, what I'm going to do now though is bin this editor and go back to the one I'm used to, because I can do it quicker. But this is the one you'll get, and what I'm trying to show you is that it doesn't cost anything to try it, and I know a lot of people are struggling, you know, editing videos, because most editors, they're miles too complicated. You know, we've all done it, and this is the best one I've found. So I was just showing you this little bit for that. So we've bin that, and I'm getting the old one, which is on this computer, and I've used it many times. And on that it just says add media. Right, the buttons are in a different place, that's all right. So because I know exactly what I'm doing on this one, we can show you it's actually quite a bit quicker. So I've shown you what I did so far. And as I say, it'll be a longish video, because at the end of this video, after I've edited this, I'm going to have to put all this video on, so it's going to end up to be fairly long, but I think, you know, you won't have to watch it all, obviously. So on there, you just do it this way. And I know that that one is the one I want afterwards, because I just want to show you something else on it. And then we've got this one, bit of the video, on the other computer. you see. So let's go back to start. Let's see how we get on. Right, on this one, to make it louder, you just right click and adjust volume like I showed you on the other one. Right, I can hear it now. What to do on these cold winter nights? Right, and what I do when I get to the end, now we want the next one, and again I'll adjust the volume. I've done it. It's alright, I didn't realise it stopped the same. So now I don't know if you can see I know what I've done wrong. I'm on a different camera. The lower. So because that is a little bit high. Now on the other one there's a normalise button. So I'm going to try that. I'm on a different camera.
Keep your boat warm. We had left it. Anyway,
now, but what I want to show you is we're editing, not making the video. That's a bit dark. So all you do is go to Effects and Brightness. Now I've found that Gamma is the best to brighten it. So what we need to do is go to where we can't. Some of it will be too bright and some too dark. That'll be light enough, you see. We might. So what you do is just that bit of the clip there. I want lightning.
Little heater I've got, the little pan heater, marvellous bit.
So I just make it a bit bigger again. You know how long editing takes. Now that bit wants to be lighter there. So all you do is split. Now I can put brightness again and make that bit of the video brighter. And then this bit of the video, which will be...
I brought it down and...
that's at normal. Right, I left it like that, so look, that's a bit brighter. Then it goes a bit darker, you see. So, that's it. It's very simple to use. That's what I'm trying to show you. That's all. I'm just trying to show you how simple it is to use. And when we come to editing, for instance, right, now just say you want a transition in there. I'll show you this bit and then that'll be it because it'll be miles too long else. So just go to transitions, which is different, you know, different buttons and things on the other, but like I said, everything's there. Now you've got all these transitions. You don't want them, they're all Mickey Mouse. You use one, crossfade, right? The only one that you need to use.
Square format, because I'm going to do this on the old computer. Right, we'll get on with it.
There, and it's a good transition. You know, on Coral, that cost a lot of money that my friend sent me, you know, you couldn't go below a second. Oh, and it jizzed it and that. So, if you want to try it, like I said, I've shown you how to do it, and I've shown you where to get it, and it doesn't cost anything for the demo. It's worth buying it, and of all the editors I've used, for what we do, it is the easiest, simplest and best to use. So that's it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little demo. Hope it's not too long. It's going to be quite a long video, but I've now got to put this piece on the end of that, what I've shown you, and do it. Right, cheers, hope you've enjoyed it and it might give you something to play with. See you later, bye.